are perfect. Another video for me to sort. I can't wait to... Not Slytherin. My love, this is not Harry Potter. What type of genre is it? What type of niche? What colour? You know what? What's your name? You know what? I'm just going to leave your video here for no one to watch for years and years. Good luck though. Hello everybody and welcome to boot camp day number 2. We're going to be talking about how the algorithm works, what's the algorithm, and then we're also going to be talking about how you can make it work for yourself. So I did write a couple of points down because I didn't want to ramble and I definitely want to get really straight to the point. So the algorithm, let's talk about what the algorithm is. So you saw my little skit earlier about the sorting, how the algorithm is basically the main reason why everything can work the way it does. Because think about it. There's like a billion videos that get uploaded to the internet each day. And somehow everybody at least has been seen once or twice, you know? So you gotta think about the algorithm. The algorithm basically comes in and it just basically, it shoots out videos that are longer, videos that are, you know, getting a lot of clicks per rate. Basically, a lot of people want to be in your business, you feel me? So basically you want to definitely make sure, I gotta make sure my ears were still on. You want to make sure that you understand what the algorithm does. So the algorithm is basically a coding, like I work in Excel, so I definitely know I know how it works, but basically the algorithm is there to, it's basically like a code. So when you're what I call feeding the algorithm, it's gonna do right by you. It's gonna promote this video to you, you know, because I'm doing longer videos and a higher capacity as well. And then, so with the sorting hat, basically the way the algorithm works is that, think of it like the sorting houses in Harry Potter. Yes, the accent. And so you want to think about that as in they sort them into, you know, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin, right? So you want to go ahead and think about what your niche is. I think I'm saying it wrong. You want to think what your niche is. So think about it. If they're sorting, let's say you're doing gaming and you want to do streaming. If they're sorting you with me and Haire, it's like basically you're losing your audience. So that's where I said the keywords by previous video. I'll go ahead and link that as well in one of the cards. The tagging is very important. So you want to make sure that you're going in, you're tagging everything, and you want to also see if that's a niche you want to stay in, you know. So it's very like the algorithm, you got to describe who, what, when, and definitely where. So you want to just do like who are you? What's your platform? What do you want to do? What type of stuff, what type of videos do you want to make? So if you're doing clothing hauls, I'm not going to put you with the prank or lifetime couples, YouTube couples. Like, I'm not going to put you guys together. That would make no sense for us to do that, right? So the algorithm as well. And then like with the algorithm, if you don't give them enough details, what the algorithm does is that you don't get sorted. You know, so that's your biggest fear. Like it's one thing to not get seen, but not get sorted in anything. That's even more dangerous because it's just like you're literally just gonna be that one random video that shows up 3 years after the fact, and you're gonna be like, I wonder why they're showing me horseback riding, my daughter's first horseback riding video 12 years from now, you know, because you weren't in the genre for horseback riding. And so another thing we can go into the part, I guess the next point I can go into the factors is that, is the algorithm good or is it bad? Or that whether or not the algorithm is good or bad. So it's a big question. Is the algorithm good? Is it bad? Can you beat the algorithm? Me personally, I don't really feel like there's such thing as beating the algorithm. I feel like it's following the rules, following the guidelines, which of course, write the rules down, throw the rules out, you know? So, but definitely make sure you're following the guidelines as well with the algorithm. So you want to make sure you're just not popping up with fake videos. So let's say you make a video where it's just like, oh, I can get you to 1,000 subscribers in 2 minutes. The algorithm's going to be like, they lying, you know? So you want to make sure that you're at least going in and getting like good quality videos as well as good quality content. Cause like I said, like with the algorithm, you'd be surprised. Like there's some videos that I've seen, especially in the shorts aspect of the rate of the algorithm that is starting to come. Basically, shorts is like their version of Reels, you know, and Reels is their version of TikTok. Let's be real. You want to really make sure that you know that you can do this. Like I know you're probably thinking right now, oh my God, like there's no way she's just trying to pump this in my head to get views. But no, you can do this. Like, and then one of the main things is like with the algorithm is like it does seem very intimidating at first. I remember when I posted my first video. Just gonna put that there. I remember when I posted my first video and I was just like, what do I do? Who do I send this to? Do I CC the YouTube creator of YouTube? Like, who do I CC on this? Who do I CC on my video? Like, I want to make sure I'm just like, who do I CC on my video? Like, what do I do? You know, so I can definitely say that, like, just put your first video out. Like, me personally, each video is a learning lesson. Like, even up till now. Like, I'm just like, okay, did I put enough tags for my first YouTube series video? Did I put enough tags for this? Am I being more descriptive enough? Just think of every video you put out is a lesson. To me, I feel like I'm in Las Vegas gambling. I'm just like, okay, well, let me put like 3 of these videos out and see how those do. Or let me put 2 cards out and see how I do. So the more cards you put out, the more you can learn. Like, I just don't understand how people will sit there and think, okay, I put 1 video out and there's no nepotism involved. Remember we learned about that last episode? There's no nepotism involved. And they'll go ahead and they'll put a video out and they're just like, dang, it didn't do well, I quit. Like, you can't just give up after the first video. Me personally, I feel like I didn't really see success till about, I would say my 20th video, like my 20 to 25 videos. I think that's when I really started actually seeing success, because me, I base success off of you practicing a certain technique, you know? So you don't want to go ahead and be like, okay, well, I use this algorithm, like take the notes that you learned from me today and just be like, okay, well, I did this for 2 weeks, it didn't work. You got to make sure it goes over time. Like, you want to see, like, did this work, or did adding this tag do more? Did describing it more? Did sharing it on my other social media platforms and handles more? Like, you got to take all of these into account, you know? And then we can get to the final point, is what I call the blips. So the blips, I think I had described the blips in the last video. Basically, the blips are I want to make sure I'm keeping my time. Basically the blips are the fact that they're what I call a phenomena. Pause for dramatic effect. Dun, 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 dun. But what I call the blips, I call them like a dramatic phenomenon. So the blips are what I call when you, that's right, you, sitting with the phone with 3 fingers in the back, 2 in the front. I think if you're an Animorph. If you're an Animorph, you got 6 fingers. But yeah, definitely. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to this part. You can use the blips to your advantage. So my video, I started my video, I think my first big video that I still have my favorite link to whatever, had 22,000 views. And my video got pushed through when there was a blip. Because think about it. At the time, I only had 200 subscribers, maybe. And then my video got to 22K. I'm what YouTube would call low frequency, you know? So basically the blips are basically when the code is refreshing itself, because it's constantly refreshing itself. That's why you'll see that you'll use the same tags on one time. You'll use the same tags on, you use the same tags on one video and it'll get like 2,000 views, and you use those same tags on another video, gets 10,000 views. It's because it's refreshing itself. So while it's refreshing itself, you are gonna slip in there. Whoop. I wish I had good sound effects. Whoop. You're gonna slip in there and you're gonna get your video seen. And let me tell you how I get the blips. The blips are totally random, so you can't control it. But the way you can increase your chance of being an algorithm blip is keep putting videos out. Even if it's of you picking your nose. you know. As long as you're picking your nose, and like I said, like I'm gonna teach you in our next part 2, I'm gonna go ahead and teach you what you need to do to feed the algorithm, because the algorithm is always hungry. That's why the team at YouTube since 2005 has been programming this too. You know, like they want this thing fed. Like they want people to stay on the app, and they also want people to stay on the app. They also want people to view the ads as well. And you know, the higher you get up in the hierarchy with YouTube content creators, they're gonna start putting ads in your videos, and you can start getting monetized. And then we'll talk about monetizing watch time as well in another video. And then, but like my main thing that I want you guys to take away from today is basically, what's the algorithm? Basically, the algorithm is a set of coding that keeps all the views organized, because there's such a massive amount of influx of just brand new videos every day. Like if you type in cornbread right now, it'll get like probably a million hits, right? And if you sit there and you go and you specify for today's cornbread videos, it probably has like 500,000 views just from the last 10 minutes. So if the algorithm is in pace, I actually like the algorithm. Now, mind you, we're not besties. We're not friends like that. But I actually like the algorithm because it keeps everything organized. Because you got to think about it. Just imagine just boxes and boxes just get thrown in your house. There's no organization, no rhyme or reason. That's what algorithm is for. So the algorithm is definitely a set of codes set in place to organize everything, and can be influenced. And is definitely not perfect as well. So that's the number one point you want to take away. And then the sorting hat, basically you want to describe who, what, when, where, like doing a news report for your second grade class. Definitely be as descriptive as possible. So if I want to go into gaming, and I'm just like, hey, cheat code stream for Black Ops, that's not specific enough. You need to go really specify it. And like I said, TubeBuddy, once again, please download TubeBuddy. I am not in partnership with them because I did not pay for the app. So definitely go ahead and just use TubeBuddy. I swear by it. TubeBuddy's going to break it down, because who knows, there's like Black Ops, or, you know, I'm trying to say I'm not well versed in it. Okay, we'll do Soul Calibur, since I love that game. So if you just do Soul Calibur, like which number is it? Like, is it the cutscenes? Is it like more graphic? Like what system are you playing on? What time did you play on? Like what's your personality to bring to it? And that's also gonna be another video too, is like, why do you want to even start a YouTube channel? What's the why? You know, and then the good and bad of you got the good part is the algorithm is that once you start posting longer videos, once you start posting stuff directly in your niche, you're gonna start getting more views, because they're gonna start pushing your material to people who are actually going to watch it. The bad thing is that the algorithm sometimes breaks. That's why you have those errors. If you go on YouTube Studio, be like, hey, this A, B, and C, you'll have those errors there, as well as the fact that it will break if the topic is too commercialized, you know. So if the topic is too commercialized, then it's going to be even harder for your content to get pushed through, unfortunately. And then to wrap up as well, you just want to make sure, like with the blips, the way you can beat the blips, like I said, think about it. I want you to scroll. Today's your homework. I'm going to give you some homework. I want you to go ahead and go through and review. Just scroll down your YouTube, and you'll see how, like, you'll be looking for how to make pork chops. I don't eat that. How to make cupcakes, and then like a random video of like, yo, watch this horse sneeze. That's what we call YouTube blip. So you want to make sure you're that person. So the only way to be that person is to just keep putting videos out. Spam it. All right. And then we're going to talk into part 2 about watch hours, watch time, as well as feeding the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe, share. Claire here.